Hello and welcome to eLearning Campus. This is the last class related to the topic types of software. In previous classes, we discussed about the application software and system software. In today's class, first we'll start with the difference between system software and application software, and after that we'll go ahead with the other topics. So first is system software versus application software. Here we'll see the difference on the basis of 4 points. First, on the basis of functions performed by them. So the first difference is the system software is a type of program installed to control the operation of a computer system and run the application program. On the very first day of this class, very first day of this chapter, I told you that system software is used to control and operate the computer system. If we want to manage our computer system, our hardwares, we need system software, and application software is for users need. Means we can install application software as per our requirement. It utilizes the capability of a computer on which it is installed. So a system software is to manage and control, or we can say to operate a computer system, and application software is we can install as per the user's requirement. Second difference on the basis of types of software. System software includes programs like compiler, operating system, system utilities, debuggers, drivers, assembler. These are the types of system software. And application software includes our graphics software, word processor software, presentation software, DBMS software, Windows multimedia software, spreadsheets programs. These are the application software. Third difference on the basis of interaction between the software and the user. So you cannot interact with the system software while working on a computer, as it runs in the background. For example, if we are creating a program, we cannot interact directly with the compilers. We cannot interact directly with the interpreter, right? We cannot interact directly with our operating system. We cannot do any changes directly on our operating system. But a user can interact with application software while performing different activities. We can create documents, we can edit documents, right? We can insert pictures, we can delete pictures. So we can interact directly with our application software, but we cannot interact directly with the system software. Fourth and the last difference on the basis of dependency on each other. Means our system software can run independently of the application software. Whenever we want to run a system software, we don't need any application software. Means it's not necessary to have any application software to run system software. But application softwares are dependent on system software. We cannot run without the presence of the system software. We cannot run our word processor on the absence of operating system, right? We cannot insert a picture on our word processor on the absence of network utility. So in this way, we cannot means our application softwares are dependent on system software, but our system softwares can run independently of the application software. So these are the main difference between system software and application software. Now let's go ahead with the next topic, that is operational support system. So the operational support system is a special types of software installed by communication service provider to operate, monitor, analyze and manage computer or telephone network system on the client's computer. Operational support system software is specifically dedicated to telecommunication services provider and mainly used for supporting network processes to maintain network inventory, configuration network components, service and manage faults. Faults means if is there any damage or is there any other problem, they can repair it. With the growth of the new broadband system, operational support system and network management are now applied to home networks. Operational support system is also called OSS or Operations Support System. It is often installed on the server computer and is mainly used for supporting network processes to maintain the network inventory, configure network component, provision services, and manage faults. Some of the major companies like Amdocs, Ericsson, HPE, these are the major companies in the OSS market. And OSS covers functions like our network management, service delivery, service activation, service assurance, customer care, and so on. The types of software application support most customers facing activities, including ordering of any particular service, billing service, and support system as well. Next, we have defragmentation. To understand the defragmentation, first we need to understand the term fragmentation. So, fragmentation occurs when hard disk does not find contiguous memory to store large files. For example, in your hard disk you want to save a particular file, and if your for example your file is having 100 MB of data, now you want to store that file in your hard disk. So your operating system first it will for search for a space. Okay, so when a file is stored on the disk, the operating system searches for the available free block on the disk and store the files there. If the file is too large for one block, the operating system searches for the next block and store the next part of the file there. These blocks may not be contiguous form or may be scattered over the disk. This process is known as fragmentation, means scattering of data means fragmentation. Scattering of a part means breaking a file, breaking of your file and scattering over the disk is known as fragmentation, and it basically slower down the retrieval of data because the hard disk cannot access the data quickly if it is scattered over the disk. So fragmented data needs to be rearranged and consolidate into one contiguous area of the disk free space. This process is called defragmentation. So in simpler way, fragmentation means scattering of your data on different location. But defragmentation means consolidating your data, or we can say rearranging of your data in continuous memory location is known as defragmentation. So this defragmentation process, or we can say the disk defragmentation, runs on a schedule basis, but you can also defragment the disk manually. In your textbook, you will be having a step-by-step instruction how you can defragment your device. Yeah, but one more thing, defragmentation works on HDD, means works on hard disk drive only. SSD laptops doesn't need defragmentation. SSD means our solid state drives. Laptops doesn't need any defragmentation because their internal structure of SSDs are totally different than our normal hard disk. So fragmentation is not happen on the SSD. So defragmentation is not required on the SSDs. Okay, so this process is for hard disk only. So the defragment the disk, first we need to search for the defragmenter, sorry, and this kind of box this kind of dialog box will open when you select your disk defragmenter. After that, you just need to select the disk that you want to defragment from the disk column, and under the current status section, here you can see configuration schedule option is also available. So using this configuration schedule, you can schedule your a defragmentation process. You can make it daily, you can make it weekly, or you can make it monthly also. After that, you just need to click on defragment disk, the last option here in the corner. You need to click on this defragment disk, and the defragmentation process will start and take a few minutes to finish. So here we completed our chapter, types of software. Now let's discuss the exercise of this chapter. The first we have fill in the blanks in run developer activity. Software is of two types, dash and dash. So the correct option is system software and application software. Second, dash controls the overall activity of a computer. So the correct answer is operating system. Third, an operating system manages all dash and dash devices. So the correct answer is input and output devices. Fourth, dash program performs specific tasks usually related to managing a computer, its devices, or its program. Answer is utility programs. Fifth, the presentation software is used to present an idea or concept. Sixth, dash occurs when hard disk does not find contiguous memory to store large files. Just now we discussed. So the correct answer is fragmentation. Next we have true or false. Application software can run without the presence of system software? No, because application softwares are totally dependent on system software. Next we have disk fragmentation runs on the schedule basis. So it's true. Just now I told you that we can schedule our disk fragmentation or defragmentation process also. Third, we have backup is a process of shrinking the files on a disk. So the correct answer is false. Backup is a process, it's not the process for shrinking of files, right? Backup is copying and storing our file at different location and retrieving the file back. Fourth, VCLC was the first computer spreadsheet program. So this is true. An interpreter translate the program into equivalent code in one go? No, it's false. Why? Because compiler can translate the whole program into equivalent code in one go. Interpreter will translate it line by line. Next we have application based question. First is Radhika wants to protect her computer system against virus attacks. Which software will suggest her to install? So for virus attack we need antivirus software. Second, Surbhi has made a project on water pollution. She wants to mail it to her sister for further improvement, but it does not upload due to its oversize. Which utility program will you suggest her for the task? Okay, so here to shrink, we need to shrink the file, and to shrink the file, we can use compression. Third is Monica is a designer in a publishing house where books, brochures, and advertisements are created. Which type of software does she need? So, I already told you for publishing house, high quality of documents they need. So these kind of high quality of graphics and picture documents they need a desktop publishing software. Next we have match the following. So quickly we'll do it. Spreadsheet. This is the option, our Excel sheet. Word processor, our MS Word software. Graphics software is the paintbrush. Presentation software, MS PowerPoint. Compression software, the first one. Desktop publishing software, CorelDRAW. Quickly, we'll see the multiple choice questions. Which among the following utilities check the connectivity and configuration of network device? Of course, it's network. Second, Dash operating system allows a user to run more than one application programs at the same time. More than one application program at the same time means multitasking. A dash program helps you to perform a calculation and analyze data in a better way. So the correct answer is spreadsheet. Spreadsheet to calculate and analyze our data. Word processor is to create a normal document, and DTP, desktop publishing software, we need to create a high quality professional looking document. Fourth, a dash in an example of antivirus utility. So it's not. Fifth, software which are designed to meet the specific needs of user are called specific purpose software. Sixth, the process of consolidating and rearranging data into one contiguous area is called defragmentation. Scattering of data, fragmentation. Consolidating and rearranging of data is defragmentation. Now, let's see, answer the following. First question is define the term software, name its types. So here is the answer. Second one, what is an operating system? Briefly explain any of its two functions. So here is the example with two functions. Third question is explain the term utility software. So you need to write a short note on utility software. Next we have fourth question. What is the function of word processing software? We already discussed in our classes the functions of processing software. Next, what is the use of scanning utility? We discussed it, right, in antivirus utility. So the act of examining the computer. Sixth, the state the difference between multi-user and multitasking system. We discussed this also. Multi-user means multiple user at the same time. Multitasking means multiple tasks or multiple programs at the same time. So here we are done with the chapter 2 types of software. If you like my video, please click on like button, share it and subscribe it. Thank you so much.